Proposition 25 is probably the most timely proposition on the ballot because it deals with issues that we have just really been feeling the hard effects of. This is the one that changes the legislative vote requirement to pass a budget from the 2/3 to a simple majority. And since the previous budget stalemate went to up to 90 days because 2/3 of the state legislature could not agree on a budget, I think a lot of people feel very strongly that something needs to be changed. Sade, you are arguing the pro side of this, which means that the state legislature would go to a majority rules for the budget.
Last time I checked, this is California living in democracy. So personally, I feel like the fact that we're arguing whether it should be 2/3 or majority rules is it shouldn't be a given. It's $52 million every day the budget's late. Personally, I don't have $52 million. I don't think California has $52 million to just waste like that. And it just came to my acknowledgement that the members still receive money as they're debating or deciding after the budget is late. And this prop would take that money away. They wouldn't receive any money after it's late. So it kind of angers me that they're in such a high position and we're kind of depending on them. And not only are they letting us down because they can't come to a decision or they can't decide something at the point that's supposed to be decided, but the fact that they're still getting money for it, they're still getting paid to fail at their job, to not do what they've been hired to do.
Sonia, you are arguing against Proposition 25, and the people who are against us are saying that yes, keeping the current way, it does create problems, but at the same time, if you go to a majority rules, whoever has the power, their budget will get passed.
I definitely don't think that it'll be a very equal way of doing the budget. That if we just go to a majority ruling, it's not enough of it's not enough of elected politicians that have approved it, and I think that it's an easier way for politicians to raise taxes, basically, because if you're getting a majority vote, then that's not 2/3 of the politicians doing it. And
let me ask you this: the people who are against this are saying that this would make it easier for the Democrats to get their budget through or the Republicans to get their budget through. So if you just go to a majority rules format, do you think that it doesn't really balance things out? It just makes things easier for one side to control everything?
It's who's ever in power is going to be able to do it instead of a more equalized setting with the 2/3 thing. And it just feels like if they're going to take away some of their salary, that politicians, instead of actually standing behind their views, they're gonna rush to get things in and not actually talk them out enough, and give us a good budget. They're just gonna get in whatever, get it done, so they don't lose their own money.
Sade, what do you think about that idea that it's not really gonna make things equal? It's actually gonna put things a little more out of balance.
I mean, you were all for taking risks when we were talking about other props. I would rather. Okay, maybe a little rushed, maybe we wouldn't think things out completely, but I'd rather, okay, well, let's do this. This is all we have right now. Than, in 2 days lose over $100 million. And I think that as far as the whole, this will be easier for Republicans to get through, this will be easier for Democrats to get through, that mindset is so immature. This isn't about that. This is about money. This is about the budget. This is about getting done what needs to be done when it's supposed to be done.
Sonia, there are those who say that keeping the current 2/3 vote, it puts California in financial danger. As we just saw, we didn't have a budget going on 90 days, and there are so many crucial state and local programs that wait for the budget to come through, like colleges. Students can't get their financial aid in time. Police officers, they're not getting enough money. Fire departments, county hospitals. There's so many of those programs that get put in danger when we are waiting 3 months to get a budget.
I do think that our system is flawed right now, but I don't think that this is the answer, honestly. Because it just seems to me it makes it easier for politicians to tax us without us being able to say no, and they can hide these taxes and behind all these gimmicks. And I see it as a way for politicians to protect their interests. Because I don't think they'll be thinking so much about the budget and what's best for California. I think they'll instead be thinking about what's best for me. I should get this in so I can get my money. I don't lose any of my salary. So,
You know, this is how I feel. We elected them to do their job, so we need to trust them to do their job. Everyone that is opposed to this or feels like this isn't the way or this isn't going to happen, you guys should all get in a group and come up with a better way. Until they've done that, this is what we got and this is what we're doing.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna thank Sonia and Sade for being a part of this roundtable discussion. As you can see, they feel very strongly about some of them. Some of them they just argued, they just took the side and argued because, you know, they did the research, and we did this so that you guys would have an idea of what is on the ballot. It's really not so important on which side you're voting. It is really important that, you know, as college students, as young people, that we all get out there and vote on November 2nd so that, you know, our ideas and our opinions are taken seriously. Thank you.